Hello, my name is Marie Laveria and my channel is called Living with Simplicity and Discovering What Matters. Today I am discussing joy, peace, and kindness because that's what matters to me today. Anyway, I'm going to start with some information that I have gathered over the years concerning being successful. The standard of success in life isn't measured by what you do for a living, how much money you have, nor is it based on how large your house is or how fancy your car is. Success is absolutely and totally the amount of joy you feel. A successful person is an individual full of joy. Now, this is my opinion, and you may not agree with it, but the only times I felt really successful in my life is when I had joy. So I'm going to go with that. A joyful person is the most successful individual there is because joy dwells within a person and it's not based on outer happenings. It's an inside job. And one can be joyful even amongst turmoil or negative events. No one can take away one's joy. Only we can decide not to be joyful. Now, I know that bad things happen at times and it takes us for a loop. It throws us for a loop and we're not able to remain as peaceful as we normally are. But we can choose to continue to tap into that joy within us. So sometimes it's not as easy to feel it, but it can still be there. I really believe that being joyful is closely related to being at peace or being peaceful. Both of these emotions are positive and are not affected by outside happenings, but rather they are a state of inner being. Now they can be, I say they're not affected, they can be touched upon, we can be challenged by outside stuff, but we can still decide to keep our peace and our joy and get through whatever it is that we have to get through. I know I have a condition of osteoarthritis and it comes and goes, and some days I'm really in pain and it is hard for me to maintain the peacefulness and the joyfulness in me. It might be challenged a little bit, but it's still there. The other day I was asking Awesome Goodness, which is my name for God, for a golden nugget of wisdom for the day. I do that every day, and I was told that day, Marie, choose the emotions or feelings you want to feel today. Name them. Do not let others affect or dictate how you feel. You choose the feelings you want to feel today. And that was the message. And it was very powerful for me because I have a tendency of picking up on other people's feelings and emotions, and I take them as my own. Sometimes I blame myself for how other people are feeling when they're negative or upset. I wonder what I did wrong or to cause them to feel that way, and so on. Some of you might be relating to what I'm saying. I now believe that other people's emotions, good or bad, are none of my business. And I'm not responsible for other people having a bad day or having a good day. I have to work on this because it's been a habit in my life, and not a good one, of taking on other people's emotions, whatever it is they have on that day. It's amazing how powerful I felt when I started practicing choosing my feelings or emotions as each day begins. Since that experience, receiving permission to choose my feelings, emotions, brought me to a place of freedom to feel joy, peace, and kindness. When I feel joy and peace, I want to express kindness to others. It's just natural. People I come into contact with that day, I might smile more. I think the fruit of joy and peace is kindness. When I started thinking about kindness a few months ago, I felt that our world was losing touch with showing kindness. People seem to have abandoned, including myself at times, the ability to or desire to be kind to others with whom we come into contact with in public places, even our families or circle of friends. Kindness has been a way of living that I've taken for granted most of my life. And now that it's no longer the norm in society, I really miss it. Kindness to me is a good feeling. It's when one person treats another with respect and honor. Let me explain what I mean by respect and honor. Respect is to see another person having worth and goodness. And because I see this person that way, I want to honor them by treating them with positive energy. I may smile at them or share a compliment on something about them. I may wish them a good day and really mean it. I don't listen to the news anymore because I feel badly when I hear how people are treating each other, how governments are allowing bad things to happen to good people and pretend that they're doing the right thing. I feel that kindness is almost dead in America and perhaps all over the world. It's becoming extinct and we need to bring it back to life. If we don't teach our children how to be kind to themselves and others, then we're creating an awful world where people hurt each other and feel good about it. I'd like to share a few points on how we can bring kindness back into our world, or bring kindness into our world. These are just a few points that I thought about. There are many more ways to feel free, so feel free to add your own to the list. This is just my perspective, and I don't have all the answers for sure. So when I say things about specific subject matters, take out of it what is helpful to you and reflect on what you feel about it, because you probably have a lot to add to it. Before we leave our homes in the morning, number one, this is my first suggestion on how to bring kindness back into the world. Before we leave our homes and go out in our communities, it may be helpful to take a few minutes to center ourselves and connect to what gives our lives meaning. For me, I connect to my guardian angel and awesome goodness, my name for God, in a short 5-minute meditation. And then I take a few minutes where I ask for a golden nugget of wisdom for the day. This takes a few minutes of quiet, and usually I receive a short message that feels helpful and supportive to me. So number two, I work on smiling at some people I come into contact with in public, especially like when I go to the grocery store or the bank. I don't feel comfortable smiling at everyone, but I try to find those that I do, and I try to smile at them. I know one time a lady smiled at me in one of the grocery stores I go to, and I was touched. I went up to her and I said, "Thank you for smiling at me. It made me feel so good. I have hardly had anyone smile at me for a long time." And this was like probably not that long after COVID. So we were wearing masks for so long that we didn't know if we were smiling at each other. So I just want to say that sometimes a smile to a person can make their life. Some people don't have any interaction with anybody all day for weeks. They live alone, and a smile is so wonderful to offer them. Number three, I work on being connected to feeling loving. After my short meditation, I usually feel light and positive, and this helps me to connect with love. If I get disconnected, I try to reconnect as fast as I can so my energy or my attitude is positive. I can usually tell when I'm not connected to a loving feeling. I'm negative, I complain. So I try not to do that and go back to positive feelings. Number 4, if something or someone pisses me off, I try and find the humor in it. Then I work on letting it go. Number 5, I am not rude when I speak to people, even if I don't agree. Sometimes I just walk away, but I do it without exhibiting anger. I try to stay connected to feeling and being loving. Now, I have to tell you, businesses who use machines to answer their phones, however, I do not have patience with them when they don't work right. I'm still working on that one. I don't sound very friendly sometimes. The machine goes around and starts all over again, and you can never speak to a person. Anyway, number 6, I respect the planet and pick up trash when I see it. I take a walk on the beach usually every day, and if I see any kind of like trash, I pick it up, or anywheres that I go. Number 7, I respect all of life. Again, I have to say, except bugs that scare me, like spiders in my home. I usually kill them. Or bugs who bite me or sting me. I'm not very friendly with those. But I respect all of life. I know that even the bees that might sting me are important to have in our ecosystem. Number 8, I work hard at being thoughtful in my approaches when dealing with people. Sometimes I'm more task-oriented and not as thoughtful, and I know that about myself, so I try to work hard on being thoughtful. I'm not perfect by far, but I believe that it's very important to help kindness not become extinct. Personally, when I'm a witness to an unkind act, either by me or someone else, I feel terrible, like someone just punched me in the gut. Human beings are not meant to be unkind. It's our nature to be kind and considerate of others. I hope this was helpful. Until next time.